Hello everyone, this is SMB and today I'm going to be checking out one last cat video and do like one last cat story time reaction. Okay, so this will be one more, then I'm going to take a break from the cat videos and I want to check out different stuff after this. This one is also from Chipflake, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting cat animation, I guess. Because what do we have here? We got Chipflake as a cat. I wonder how this happened. So these are also requested by John Broadhurst. So the first Chipflake video I'm going to be reacting to is Why Am I a Cat? I mean, they're both been uploaded 8 years ago, and I want to do the second one last after this. And the last video is called The Worst Bus Driver Ever. Nightmare bus ride. Oh, yo, that looks like it's gonna be pretty interesting. But first, let's check why is Chipflake a cat? I don't know. Maybe he became a furry. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm not gonna jump any more conclusions here. We get it, SMB. You're trying to make jokes, trying to be humor, yada yada yada. Let's check this out.
So since posting my first video, I've gotten asked quite a bit. Chip, why
a British female.
Actually, that's a lie. Literally no one has asked me this. Can we talk about that for a second? I mean, I don't really have anything to say about it. I just find it kind of surprising. But I guess having an animal as a mascot character is not really unusual anymore. Oh well. So there's a couple of reasons for this, which I will go into now. Okay, so let me get this out of the way first. Cats are not my favourite animal. My favourite animal is actually martens. And if you don't know what they are, they're basically like extra fluffy weasels and they're so cute. But yeah, so
wow! Why do you look like a red panda
rather than my favorite animal is basically because not everyone knows what a marten is.
I've never seen
that. Doesn't sound like it matters a whole bunch, but in contrast, cats are extremely recognizable, which makes them easier to draw. Basically, I could take a circle and add pointy ears and a nose and a mouth, and boom, that's a cat. But with martens, you don't get the same effect. If I draw a marten's ears and mouth on a ball, they
are so cuddly and
what I'm trying to say is that if my character were a marten, I'd have to include a lot more detail in the design to convey its species. So why is that a bad thing? Well, it's not really a bad thing, but from the start I wanted to have a simple design for my character. Both because it's quicker and easier to animate when I have to draw a lot of frames, but also because it makes the design more recognizable, as well as conveying the cartoony theme of my channel. And it works pretty well. I think maybe 1 or 2 people have mistaken Chip for a fox or a dog, particularly back when I had the more painty art style. But in general, people seem to agree about Chip being a cat. And this allows me to take liberties like the standing on 2 legs.
Don't you remind me of a red panda?
So the reason I chose a cat over any other recognizable animal is just because I like cats, pretty much. I've grown up with pet cats, except for that one dog we got at first when I was a little kid, and it bit my mum, so she was like, nah. And ever since then, my family only had pet cats. I also really enjoyed the Warriors book series growing up, which is probably why I find cats to be equally cute and cool, whereas most people only really see them as being little derpy fluff balls. And thinking about it, that sounds a whole lot like how I think I'm pretty cool, but no one else does. Yeah. So Chip, you've explained why you're not your favourite animal and not any other animal, but then why are you not just a person? Well, 'cause that'd be kinda boring. Firstly, in a sea of animation channels with human characters,
I'm kidding.
I just wanted something
Oh,
that would
did I just saw Jaden animation?
Following on from that, me as a human would look incredibly boring. And I'm not insulting myself there, I just have a pretty generic appearance. And I'm perfectly happy with that, don't get me wrong. I choose to look that way.
I'm happy with you.
But translated into a cartoon, it wouldn't stand out enough for my liking. Also, making a human character to represent myself that isn't based on how I look feels wrong somehow, I don't know. Chip is still inspired by how I look though. For example, the blue eyes and the brown is inspired by my brown hair. But going in depth about Chip's design could be an entire video on its own. Let me know if you'd actually like to see that. Hey, future Chip here. Yeah, I actually made this video 2 weeks ago, but my computer broke. Yeah, this has been happening a lot, so I really want to set up some kind of emergency funding, so when this happens again, I can get back on my feet as quickly as possible.
Pretty adorable.
So that's why I set up a Patreon page where you can support me even for just $1 a month, and I'm doing things like art raffles as a reward if you're interested in that. Link in the description. Anyway, please consider leaving a like if you found this video interesting, and as always, thanks for watching.
This is pretty damn new. Wow, this is pretty damn new. This is really new. Oh, wow. Wow, just wow. Pretty new. Pretty new. I've never seen a Martini. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Martini. It's not Martini, because I know what Martini is, but she said Martine, like a feline that looked like a half fox, half cat, looked like a red panda for me. To me. Yo, that was new. That was really new. I just love how she said just because she's a furry animal doesn't mean she's obsessed with, cats. She actually not that much of a big fan. That's what she said, right? She's not a big fan of cats, but she still liked them. She still liked them, but she's most likely a fan of Martine. What? Where do you find Martines? From Australia? From South Africa? Like where? I'm really curious. I'm really new to Martines now. If anybody can tell me where Martines are originally from, that would be nice. Hey, Chipflake! I'm Chipflake! Hey! DeviantArt is amazing! I love DeviantArt!
Times. At least when I went to college, because I had to take a bus to get there. So that was 2 buses there and back, so 4 a day, 5 days a week, minus holidays, and that time I started walking half of the way because I'm a cheapskate. Anyway, a lot of buses. Or at least a good amount to where at least something crazy or dumb must have happened, right? Nope. The worst I had was like, buses not showing up.
I love the animations, like more freely talking now.
That one time a blind woman almost sat on me and I didn't say anything because I was too anxious. Why wouldn't you say anything? She's blind, not deaf. I blame the guide dog. He led her over here like, yep, this seat's free. How could you? But none of that even equates to the fraction of the horror I experienced.
Got your own
the first time I took a coach in Germany. So basically I was with Andrew, the guy from this video, in North Rhine-Westphalia, and we wanted to go to Saarland to visit his family who lived there. And there were some decently priced coaches going there with a company called Probably shouldn't use their actual name for legal reasons. Let's call them Paul Blackmore Cop 2 bus. So anyway, Paul Blackmore Cop 2 bus is
Wait, she's German?
It was supposed to take about 4 hours to get there.
She's German?
I thought it was fine since there would be internet and electricity on the bus. So we go to Dusseldorf nice and early.
She's
and
German?
the bus is on time, which is nice. It's always nice when that happens.
Yo!
So we load in our
This
stuff
is
and we're greeted by the bus
really
driver.
new!
And he just looks like he doesn't give a noodle about anything. I think for the entire bus ride, I never saw him without his shades on. He looked like if he could speak English, he would have a New York accent. Anyway, we get on and sit down, and the bus takes a little bit to get going, but other than that, everything's fine and dandy. The driver switches on some music, and it's Michael Jackson, and we're like, sweet, we don't have to listen to the charts, because everyone knows that the charts are for normies, since it's going to be a long
normies!
Some 3DS. Andrew forgot to charge his, but it's like, no biggie, we just plug it in with the charger, and nothing happened.
I think she's
We tried
British.
mine. Nothing happened either.
Dang.
Great, no power. We try connecting to the Wi-Fi. Doesn't show up. Nice. So
Nice.
we basically try to conserve our 3DS and phone batteries.
Nah, she's gotta be
really
British.
bored. Because we were prepared
might be wrong,
for it to
but
be a long
she's
ride.
British.
But
She's
what we
British.
weren't prepared for was that it was going to be 6 hours long. The driver took a break every 2 hours. Which, you know, it's fine. You're supposed to do that when you're driving for so long. But each break was 30 minutes long. And he took 5 of them. After the third one, someone speaks up and he's just like, hey man, I gotta take my break, man. It's the law. I don't even, like, understand the thought process. Like, all he did was extend his working time by 2.5 hours. Wouldn't you want the drive to be quicker so that you finish work earlier? Or maybe he had another drive to do after this one and was purposefully trying to make himself late so that they would get someone else to do it. If so, way to be selfish, bro. Like, I understand that the job sucks. He's probably underpaid and he has a terrible boss, but you don't take that out on the customers. Come on. That's the point where you stop being a poor, underpaid employee and just become a dingus. So
Dingus!
a 6-hour drive with no electricity, no Wi-Fi, and constantly in the background just do. And Andrew's sister, who's been waiting to pick us up for like 2 hours, is just like, where have you been? Why did it take 6 hours to get here? Hey man, I'm gonna take my break, man. This is the law. And we just book it out of there.
Someone
And
needs
have a
to
long weekend
replace
or
him.
But the story didn't end
Bus driver
there.
don't need to
I really,
ride bus
really
anymore.
wish it did, but it didn't. So on the Sunday, we head to the bus station to go home at about 2, right? Our bus was coming at 2:30, but we got there a little bit early just to be sure that we wouldn't be late and miss it. Turns out, even if we were 2 hours late, we wouldn't have missed it.
What happened?
It was the middle of summer,
What
right?
happened? Did the
Scorching
bus
hot.
broke
There was a store
down?
nearby which we could have got a drink from, but we didn't, in case we missed the bus. And we were super bored, so we were just browsing Reddit on Andrew's phone. I didn't have a data contract at the time, so my phone was useless.
I don't care
had,
about
like,
Reddit.
no apps
I
only
don't-
on it, and that was as far as entertainment
I
goes. Eventually, we pretty much use up all the battery on both our phones, but we're just like, it's fine, because we can just charge them on the bus. After like an hour and a half of waiting, we're like, where's the bus?
Where's
and
the
I'm like,
bus?
And I
Where's
kid you
the
not,
bus?
I actually said this. Imagine if we got
Where's
the same driver
the
who
boss?
did this here.
Where's
That'd be
the
funny.
boss? Where's the boss? It was not funny.
Eventually a bus shows up that's going to North Rhine-Westphalia and we're like, oh, we go up to the driver who is not the New Yorker guy, singing our praises,
Animation
give him our
error.
ticket, and he's like, this isn't your bus.
Oh!
Where the heck is our bus? And he's like, I don't know. We wait for another half an hour, and lo and behold, our bus actually shows up. And guess who's frickin' driving? As we go up to him to give him our ticket, I'm thinking,
You're fired.
Please don't. I'd rather wait another 2
You're
hours to
fired.
ride a bus with him.
You're fired. You're fired.
At this point, I'm practically crying
fired.
as we get on the bus.
You're fired.
And guess what? The bus didn't have.
No
Doesn't this bus have any electricity?
electricity.
So we used the
What a
dying
bus
breath of
nightmare.
Andrew's phone to inform his sister who was picking us up in Dusseldorf. Hey, we're still in Saarbrücken. You can come pick us up in like 6 hours. And then we sit back
Not.
and try not to kill ourselves. And after a very, very, very long drive, it's pitch
Paul
black outside at
Blart
this point.
Mall
We
Cop's
arrive in
bus.
Dusseldorf and Andrew's sister's
Wow,
like, why
Mall,
did it take you
the
so long
Mall
to get
Cop
here?
movie. I used to watch that.
It's the law. And that's the last time I'll ever drive with pull block mocap tubers. And that's also the last time I'll ever listen to Michael Jackson. I hope you enjoyed my story because I sure didn't. Please leave a like if you like the video and tell me your own public transport related horror stories in the comments.
You have a horrible bus driver. Raid party! I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. That's enough. That's enough cat videos. That's enough cat videos. Hope you love it. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh my god, man. Bus driver need to be fired. Bus driver need to be fired. I swear. She is British, right? Why did my mind think she's German at first? German American? I believe she's British. Maybe she mentioned something about Germany and maybe I didn't pay too much close attention to the story, but well, that's not really relevant right now, but who would make a best reliable bus driver? I can't think of anything, so I'm just gonna say Woody from Toy Story. Woody probably would make a pretty good bus driver. He probably will. He will. I don't know any more characters that I might know, but I don't know at this point. Wait. How about Garfield? Oh my god, why haven't I thought of that? Yo, Garfield will make a great reliable bus driver. Yo, I can't believe I haven't thought about Garfield. Choose him. Shit. He deserved it. That was terrible, but an okay bus, the worst bus driver story. Well, I'm done. I'm gonna get to sleep now. Thanks for watching, guys. Y'all awesome. Good night. And stay tuned. I had a really good time reacting to these cat videos. But I still want to react to something different at the same time though, but yeah, I should return back to Battle for Dream Island. I should. Maybe I should. Yeah, it's been a long time too. It really has been a long time. But, okay guys, I'm gonna get going now. Love y'all. Good night and double deuces. And take care of your pets. Treat them well. Treat them as if they're your own children. Protect them. Love them. Nourish them. Do what you gotta do to move forward with positivity, faith and positivity. Dogs too. Bye.